There was a time when I wanted to be great, when I grew up thinking to myself that I wanted to have success. I wanted to be the very best version of myself, and I thought that I was on my way to being that. It wasn't until a time when I had so many friends, so many people that was calling me, so many times when I thought that I was up above the world because of what I was doing. And I thought to myself that everything that I was going to have was going to be mine, until the day came when I fell down. You see, life comes and knocks us down. It doesn't wait for us. It doesn't ask if we're ready. It doesn't tell us to prepare. It just comes in, and something goes on in our life that causes us to fall down. And in that falling, it caused me to lose a sense of myself, lose my identity, give up on things that I wanted, and also re-look at myself and look at the person that I saw in the mirror. This happens to so many people, so many young men, so many people that is growing up and they're trying to find themselves. They're trying to undo the challenges that they go through. They're trying to find a whole new path, purpose, and journey in their lives. My name is Sinbad JDP, and this is my story. And with this story, hopefully, if you can relate to this, you can find that story too. This could be your story to do 3 things, 3 words for those who's given up, 3 words for those who've fallen, 3 words for those who don't know what to do, 3 words who is going to move with acknowledgement, courage, forgiveness, and with remembering your why. 3 words that I have to say to you is get back up. Beautiful morning. What's up, everybody? It's Sinbad JDP, and I got a new episode for you today on Sinbad Says. This is a very special episode that I have for you guys, and I know it's been such a long time, but I'm so ready, so pumped, so hyped to give you a new episode on the latest edition. Now, let me tell you, I already made a video like this for you guys already before. I already went and recorded it last week, but I ended up having technical difficulties with my microphone that was connected to my jacket, and I ended up beatboxing over the video with the microphone. So I'm making you a new and special video, because when I was back home when I made that video, I decided that I'm coming up here in Gainesville for the weekend, and we're gonna do this here as we walk along the path, the trail of getting back up and understanding who you are and how you're gonna win. And I'm gonna use this episode to help you now, because in this special episode, I also want to thank you guys so much for over 360 subscribers on YouTube, and I got over 700 followers on TikTok. If you're watching from any of these platforms, if you're watching on TikTok, if you're watching on Instagram, if you're watching on Facebook, if you're watching from anywhere, I want you to come here on YouTube. It's called Sinbad Says. Come and follow, subscribe, like, comment the video, and share it with those that you love so they can learn to get back up and become interstellar, so they can learn how to be the very best they can, because this is a great special video for you on this edition. Let's build a community. Let's talk. Let's communicate. Let's all to become a tribe of people that is looking to get back up in this special episode. I want to teach you now how to do so with these principles that I learned on getting back up. Let me tell you, this is my story. This is my comeback story. And after you hear it, I hope this becomes your comeback story as well. This story started off when I was just a young boy, and I was looking to make music. I wanted to make a lot. Actually, wasn't even making music. I wanted to make an impact. I grew up in a musically inclined family. My mom was a singer, my dad a rapper, and my brother, my older brother, was a singer. He went to the Apollo and performed there, and my dad had the dream of making us all musical stars. He had me and my younger brother, who's helping me record this video right now at the time of this video. We was all singing in the background, and during this time, it was a moment when I just felt like that I didn't want to do music at the time. I wanted to do other things like play video games. I wanted to do other things like run around and just do whatever it is that a young boy like to do when I'm growing up in my life. But we got the talent to sing. I got the talent to rap. I got the talent to dance and do all of these things. So I thought to myself, why not just try to become better? Why not do something bigger? Why not make something out of what I have during these moments? This is what what I'm here to tell you now. If you have a gift, you should use your gift. Use your gift to sing. Use your gift to write. Use your gift to change and make an impact in the world. And that's exactly what I was feeling inside of my soul from the beginning. But I just didn't know what it was that was calling for me. During this time I was growing up, me and my dad had a bad relationship. He was always trying to make us do things that we didn't feel like we want to do. You can call it good parenting, or you can say, hey, you just don't know what you want to do in your life, which is very, very possible when you're a young kid. But there were other things that were stifling our relationship. The way that my dad wanted things to be done, the way that we responded and communicated with each other over the years. And a lot of times, sometimes it felt like some things just wasn't enough. And that caused me to look for validation. It caused me to look for people in other areas and look for people outside of where my family was. I wanted to be a person that was enough for people, but sometimes you just have to realize you're not enough for everyone. Your best is never gonna be enough for a person who wants more. Your best is never gonna be enough for a person who sees more somewhere else. They want better. Even if they say, oh, you're good, you're the best I ever had, oh, this is wonderful, but I think I deserve better. I think I want more. There's something missing. If you heard these things before, I want you to tell yourself here, you don't have to be enough for anyone who's looking for better. You just need to be enough for you. You just need to be enough for the people who love you. You just need to be enough for those who's looking for somebody who's going to love them, care for them, and always be there for them no matter what happens. And you have that inside of you. You have it all inside of you, and I want you to understand that now. Me growing up, I was going through those motions, trying to be friends with everybody, trying to seek validation, trying to be cool, trying to be popular, trying to be the very best that I can be, but it ended up being something that was always just leaving an empty void. People would come into my life and they leave. People would come into my life and just keep using and keep asking and taking and taking and taking, and all I'm doing is giving, thinking I'm gonna receive something in return, until it comes to a point to where it's like, okay, that's enough. I don't want to keep dealing with these things. It got to a point in my life where I wanted to separate myself and find a tribe of people that was going to like me, find a tribe of people that was going to accept me. And I was finding that anywhere with just any other person, with just anybody that said, hey, you're a cool person, come hang with us, not knowing what was their intentions, not knowing what was it that they wanted, not knowing what was it that they was going to do and behind my back, behind closed doors. This is a thing that happens all the time. And I want to tell you guys right now, these things do happen in life where it can lead to your falling. Because all of us have fallen before. All of us have given ourselves to people. All of us have let people come in our lives and just drain the energy out of us and tell us that, hey, you're my best friend because you listen to me. You're my best friend because you give me this. You're my best friend because you always accept me for who I am, but I don't listen to anything you have to say. I look for someone that can be a diary to me. I want to tell you this right now, guys. There's just so many good things in your life that is way better than a person that drains your energy. There's so many things that is better in your life than trying to give so much of yourself till you start to lose yourself, till you start to lose your identity because you wonder what is your purpose, when you wonder who you are, when you wonder what you want to be, when you wonder what are going to be the things that you can have and what are going to be the things that set out for you. You have to start looking inside of yourself. You have to start looking to God and seeing what it is that He has for you, because if you look for other people, you start to lose yourself. If you try to hang on to your life, you lose it. But if you give up your life for my sake and the gospel's, then you will save it. That is what Jesus said. I want you guys to take a look elsewhere and stop looking at the people that's going to give you the validation for just a short time, and then they're ready to take it all away when they're done with you. They're ready to throw you to the wayside when they're done with you. There are so many times when I just felt like I was growing these issues inside of myself, and I was just feeling like, wow, since I have this bad relationship with my father, father. Since me and my family don't feel too close, I'm trying to look and find it elsewhere. I started dating girls that just didn't like me, that didn't like me enough, that just wanted to use me, or they just thought that there was something better. I had friends that moved me away from my purpose with God, and they had caused me to go ahead and look in this area where I'm now in a place of hurt, where now I'm in a place where I feel like I can't do anything. Now I'm in a place where I feel like I can't do anything without them. I'm in a place now where I just have to try to give everything to them, and that I have to be my very best with these people. You don't need to deal with these type of people. I don't want you guys to deal with those things. So I'm gonna teach you, I'm gonna show you how to become better, how to win, how to get back up and never look down on yourself anymore. Because these things caused me to look down. These things caused me to lose who I was. These things caused me to fall. It caused me to give up. It caused me to think that I can't ever be anything because people taking so much from me. And then that caused me to hurt other people. In 2020, me and my ex-girlfriend broke up. I started to feel like I was losing another part of myself, a big part. It felt like there was a hole in my heart. And then I started talking to another girl. I started talking to an old middle school crush, and we were talking day in, day out, the middle of the night, and we just decided, hey, let's just get together, let's hang out, let's see if we like each other, what's it gonna be? And when we decided to do those things, other people started to try to inch into my life. My ex-girlfriend tried to inch into my life more and more. Other friends that were trying to inch into my life, but they had other motives. I ended up finding out that there was dark intentions going on with them, and I just had to remove myself from them. I lost other friends because we had other disagreements, and everything seemed like it was shifting. 2020 was a weird year. If you guys remember 2020, please tell me, did it not feel weird to you? Did it not feel like you were losing friends? Did it not feel like you were losing your faith? You was finding yourself in other things that ended up being draining, that ended up being more harmful than helpful? Did you find yourself feeling like that there was just something wrong in 2020, that it was something wrong in 2020? Tell me if you guys found that, because that's what I was feeling then. Me and my girlfriend, my crush now, who we started talking, we ended up getting together, and one thing led to another, and she ended up getting pregnant, and then I ended up finding out, and we wanted to make things work. I said, listen, I'm gonna be a man about this. I did what I needed to do, so I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna be a great father. I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna raise a family. I'm gonna do the very best I could. But I couldn't do that at the current state of who I was now. I couldn't do that at the current state of what was going on. I couldn't do that with the current mindset I had because I was too busy being attached to an ex. I was too busy being attached to old friends. I was too busy being afraid of change, knowing that everything was changing in my life so fast, so dramatically, and so much to a point to where I started clinging and holding on, and that holding on caused me to overlap and collide with the change that was coming. And it's like an unstoppable force that meets an immovable object, and that's just something you don't have. That's just something that you can't do. That's just something that you gotta let go, because when I tell you, once I let go, it was already too late. I was already hurt and beat up, and I started putting the hurt on my wife. I started giving up on everything. I started saying, I don't want to make music no more. I don't have it in me to make the music. I don't have it in me to inspire. I don't have it in me to be the very best I could. Listen, I was doing this thing in 2018. I was doing this in 2020, posting it on Instagram, IGTV, not on YouTube just yet, but I got so hurt that I just didn't know what else I can do. I found out there was bad intentions going on with some friends, and I had to let it go. And in that hurt, I was like, bro, is this really it? This is when I realized here that this is when you realize the pain is going to show you what you're made of here. Listen, the same boiling water that softens a potato hardens an egg. It's not about your circumstances. It's what you're made of. And when you understand what you're made of, that's when you decide to say, I'm going to get back up. That's when I said, I want to get back up. I have a daughter. I have a girlfriend that's going to become my wife one day, because I'm not going to let no other man raise my family. I'm not going to let this slip away from me. I'm going to be a person that's going to raise my family, be a man, be a husband, be a father. And the only way you can do that that is by putting my faith in God and saying I'm gonna get back up. And this is your message to get back up. This is your message to be great. This is your message to be everything that you say that you're going to be. And if you learn to get back up, you're going to be awesome. Let me show you the principles here. This is the first principle where you gotta acknowledge your pain. I need you to acknowledge the pain that you've been through. I need you to acknowledge everything that's been happening in your life, what you've been feeling, what's it been causing you to do, how it's been causing you to act. I need you to acknowledge it. This happened and I want to become better. This happened, I want to become wiser. This happened, so I'm gonna be stronger. This happened, I'm gonna get back up. It caused me to fall. It's okay to fall. We all fall. We all fall when it comes to these things, but you gotta acknowledge it so you can get the strength to get back up. Humility comes before healing, and if you decide to be humble, if you decide to be great, you're gonna heal. The second principle that I want to give you after you learn to heal is forgiveness. When you learn that forgiveness, it takes forgiveness to get back up. It takes forgiveness to be great. It takes forgiveness to understand that, yes, those people hurt you, but you can be better. It takes forgiveness for you to tell yourself, I'm going to do everything I can to be the best I could be. I'm going to do everything I can to become great, but I got to forgive those who hurt me. I got to forgive the people that caused this pain. And then I got to forgive myself for allowing that pain to come, because we all got a part to play in this. Just because you got hurt does not mean you didn't play a part in this. There's some things that you did that allowed this to happen. There's some boundaries that you didn't set. There's some mental toughness that you didn't get to rebuild on yourself, so then you can be able to forgive. There's been a time when you tell yourself, hey, I know this is bad for me, but I'm just gonna see what this can do for me. I'm gonna just see if I can become great. I'm gonna see if I can be able to have a great relationship with these people, have a great friendship, keep letting these people get away with the things they do, and then you end up getting burned because of the fact that you saw the signs and you ignored it. Even if you didn't see the signs, I want you to tell yourself, you know better, you do better. And when you do better, you get better. So go ahead and tell yourself that I forgive myself for the things that I've done. I forgive myself for allowing the pain to happen. I forgive those who hurt me because they was hurt by someone else before, so they can't help it. I gotta forgive. Forgiveness is letting go the right to hurt you for hurting me. And if you hold in that unforgiveness, it becomes bitterness. It becomes poison. It becomes resentment, anger, hatred. It becomes those things inside of you that holds your weight down on your chest. And I need you to let it go. I want you to let these things go. And if you hurt someone in the midst of you being hurt, you ask them for forgiveness. You tell them, I need you to forgive me. I'm sorry for what I've done. I know it was hard. I know there is things that happened. I know I was wrong, but I'm just asking you for forgiveness. That's what I had to do, guys. I had to ask my wife for forgiveness. I asked her for forgiveness thousands of times. I had to ask myself for forgiveness and give it to me thousands of times. I had to tell myself I forgive those who hurt me and caused this pain, because I had to get back up and keep on going and remembering why I do the things that I do. And that's the third principle, remembering your why. The remembrance of your why is so important. Who do you do this for? Who do you have in your life that has been giving you motivation, encouragement, love, joy, peace, pain, everything that you've been looking for? The person that you want to do. I know a lot of you guys know got your mama. A lot of you men that's watching this got your mama that's looking at you and saying, baby, I believe in you. You're going to do it. I took care of you. I know you got your mom right there and you see her struggling and you said you want to get her a house. You want to retire her. You want to do everything you can to make sure your mama's living good. Or if you are a father like me, you probably saying, I want to do things for my kids and I want them to live a life I didn't get to live. I want them to have a childhood I never had. I want to give my wife everything and make sure she don't got to work anymore, because I want to give her that soft girl life. I want to be able to be the very best man that I can be. I know you watching this video. I'm telling you right now, bro, go ahead and tell yourself, this is why I'm doing this. I have morals, I have values, I have faith and belief in God, and I'm going to be able to keep on doing it because this This is my why. This is who I am. This is what I'm gonna be. You have to tell yourself now, all of these things here is what's driving me to do so, because I have a mission. I was fearfully and wonderfully made by God, and I'm gonna tell you, this is why I'm doing it, because I have a family to raise. I have a God that's telling me, you got a mission, a purpose, a story to tell. All this pain, you, instead of wondering, why am I going through this thing? Why am I having all of this trouble and stress? Why am I going through all this pain and suffering? You're going through this thing so you can teach somebody else these lessons, so they can be saved, so you can save their life. Instead of thinking about, why am I going through this? Start thinking about why you do this in the first place, so then you can come back and be as strong as you possibly can. And that's when you keep on going. That's when you get back up. That's when you find yourself being the best of the best you can ever be. And when you remember that why, you move on with courage. The fourth and final principle is moving with courage. Having the courage to succeed, having the courage to be phenomenal, having the courage to go even though you fell down. The righteous fall 7 times and they rise again, because you're gonna keep moving with courage. Courage is moving from failure to failure without losing enthusiasm. Success isn't final and failure ain't fatal. It's the courage to continue that counts, and that's what I want to tell you right now. There was a boxer, his name was Buster Douglas. I love this story when Eric Thomas tells it. He tells himself right now all the time. He told this story before. Buster Douglas said that he lost his mom. He lost his mom right before he was going to fight Mike Tyson. Not just any Mike Tyson, but Iron Mike Tyson. Buster Douglas was going against Iron Mike Tyson. And Eric Thomas would always tell the story. It was so good. Buster Douglas had to go against Iron Mike Tyson, but he lost his mom. He lost his mom right before the fight. And even though he lost her, he said he's going to keep on going, because she said that I'm going to win. I'm going to go ahead and win the battle. And everyone thought that he was going to lose. He's facing off against Mike Tyson, and they're swinging and swinging and swinging and swinging at each other. They're doing everything they can to get someone down. Buster Douglas keeps on going, and Mike Tyson hits him right there square in the jaw, and he's like, whoa. He's a little dizzy. He's a little woozy. But Mike Tyson knocks Buster Douglas down, and everyone's counting 1, 2, 3, 4. And at the last second, he gets right back up before the bell rings. Saved by the bell. And Mike Tyson is thinking, yes, I'm going to get this man. He's falling. So once I get him again, he's going to fall, and he ain't going to get back up. But he had another thing coming, because Buster Douglas came in the next round, and he came back fighting back. He was fighting and swinging and going ahead and telling them that I'm gonna win this. He's gonna keep going and grit his teeth and take it all in. He's gonna win this match, and he was gonna keep on going. And as he did, he knocked down Mike Tyson and he won. He grit his teeth and said, I'm gonna win. I'm gonna fight back, because my mom said I'm gonna go. I'm gonna get back up and face this with courage. This is your message right here. You need to be Buster Douglas and get back up and keep on going with courage. You need to grit your teeth and say, I'm gonna win. I'm gonna get back up. I'm gonna keep on going, because there is nothing that's going to stop me from getting the things that I deserve. There is nothing that's gonna stop me from getting the things that I love. I'm telling you right now, if you're a person that's fallen down, if you're a person that's given up, if you're a person that feel like you can't keep on going, I need you to get back up. I need you to face the day with courage. I need you to face the day and remember your why. I need you to face the day and say, I forgive myself. I forgive those who hurt me. I'm gonna get forgiveness from the person I hurt and do better and be better. And I'm going to tell myself, I acknowledge my pain, because I'm gonna be humble about this, and I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna keep moving. I'm gonna be interstellar. I'm gonna not look down. I'm gonna change my narrative. This is your message. If you're the person that's falling down and you're looking for a way to get back up, you need to go ahead and tell yourself right now, I'm getting back up. You're gonna tell yourself right now, there is nothing that's gonna stop me, because greatness is my birthright. There's nothing that's gonna stop me, because I'm not living on accident anymore. I'm not telling myself that I can't win anymore. I'm not telling myself I'm not great anymore. I'm not telling myself I'm not worthy enough. I'm telling myself that I am enough. I am the person that's gonna win. I am the person that knows knows what to do. I am the person that's going to go out there and face each day, each journey. I'm going to win the day each and every single time. I'm going to get up, get out, get going, and tell myself now, this is who I am. I'm going to get back up, not look down, and change the narrative. If that's you right now, then tell yourself here, I want you to like, subscribe, comment, follow me here, guys. We're going to keep on going because we got a whole lot more to do. There's a whole lot of work. This is your journey. This is your message. This is your video right now to get back up. No more. There is no more staying down anymore. No more staying down. We're getting back up and we're gonna win, and we're gonna do this all 2025. We're gonna do everything we can to keep on winning. We're gonna do everything, and I'm gonna take this journey here with you. So this is me, Sinbad JDP, and I'm telling you, don't look down. Get back up and change your narrative. I love you. Be free, and let's get it.